Hey everyone, I'm HoldenOnHere, and we are doing some Pokemon pack unpackings. Plus, I'm going to show some of my personal collection as well and stuff like that. It has we are on day 2 of our subathon. We have been live for, how long has it been? 24? It has been over 30 hours, over 30 or 31 hours we've been live, one of the sub goals here was a Pokemon pack unpacking here, I bought this thing. Now I've already opened it, but we left a bunch of packs in it. This was like a Terapagos EX sort of thing here, me and Caitlin have been so badly trying to find Pokemon cards at MSRP, so we were able to buy this from the Pokemon website here, so there were 18 packs in this. We opened up a lot of them offline because that's what we enjoy doing, but I saved 10 of them, including I managed to actually get some of the new set. We have 1, 2, 3 packs of the new set. We have I think we have, what is this here? We have, here, let me take these out. There's also some other stuff. There were actually, I can show you guys this. There were some really, really cool promos that I put in my personal collection that we're going to go over at the end here. But there were some really, really cool promos here. These 3 at the bottom. These 2 we opened up during our last Pokemon pack unpacking, the Smash and Pass Valentine's episode. But there are all of these promos here at the bottom that are really... actually, no. I'm sorry. The first 2 were that. This was a different card. The first, I think Caitlin, we split them. Caitlin has the first 2 there here. But... we're gonna see if we can get any other goodies here. So there was some other cool stuff here, right? Like there's this little freaking, I don't really know how this works, but some stand to maybe showcase the things. This mat came in this set as well. There were some other things like some dice and stuff. But yeah, so we have 3 of the new set Journey Together. I still haven't opened up Prismatic, but we have a Twilight Masquerade, a Stellar Crown, 2 Stellar Crown, Obsidian Flames, a Paradox Rift, and a Temporal Forces here. So these are all of the different sets that we have. These are just one-ofs here. So maybe we open up some of these, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up some Pokemon packs and try them out here, and get into it here, right? And get into it. Yeah, so let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and open up an Obsidian pack. So we're just gonna kind of rip these. I know last time we did a kind of gimmick here. I just, we've been doing so many fun things during the subathon and stuff like that. You want Temporal first? You know what? Even though we only have 1 Temporal, I'll listen. We'll give the people what they want here. So we're gonna open up our Temporal here first. We're gonna see if we get any goodies here. Now, was gonna open these with my fiance Caitlin. Unfortunately, I got sick before the subathon, and she got sick, I think, a little bit after. So we're just gonna save any cards. She likes collecting really cute cards as well. So if we see any cards that we like, I'm gonna show her all of these and stuff like that, right? Gotta start off strong. Yeah, let's do it here. Let's do it. So we have a Meltan. Cool. A Nuzleaf. Oh, I love that art. I love the art where it's like the claymation and it's almost like photography. I've actually never heard of that Pokemon. Rockruff. Energy, Ancient Boost, right? There's a whole thing of Ancient and then Future Pokemon, so since I actually do deck building, I actually played Pokemon, right? Unlike a lot of these Poke investors. This says, the Ancient Pokemon this card's attached to gets 60 HP and recover from all special conditions and can't be affected by any special conditions. So, say you made a deck, you could make a deck based around like Ancient Pokemon, and then you could put something like this in or something. This is the Future Pokemon here. So Iron Treads. Manchitos from Gen 5. It's featured in black and white. Buddy Puff and Caitlin actually uses these in one of her decks. It says, search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon 70 HP or less, and just put them straight onto your bench. Ooh. Cool little pretty Rosalia, however you pronounce that. Whoa! Whoa, okay, we got a full art here. We got two rares. And one of them here is a Gouging Fire EX. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay, here. I have my sleeves here somewhere here. I am not a pokey investor. I don't normally care about how much money cards are worth if I like them and I have them. Sometimes if a card is like decent, and it's also just out of curiosity here too. But Gouging Fire EX, that's an ancient Pokemon, right? Is an EX or a GX better? It's just, they do different gimmicks every set. So here, let me look this up here, right, real fast here, right? Let's look this up here. So Gouging Fire EX. Oh my God! This is worth $60. No, sorry, this is worth 45 bucks. I spent $110. I spent 120 bucks on this entire thing that came with 18 packs. And this right here is worth $40. That's gambling for you. That's gambling for you. Yeah, I see direct to CCG players like 60, but if you look at like the lightly near mint ones, there's a lot of one for 45. But man, I like it. It's not my favorite, right? When you have a card like this that's worth 60 bucks, right? Or 40 bucks or whatever, right? To me, I'm probably gonna try to actually trade this to someone and get a bunch of cards that I really, really, really like, right? And stuff like that, you know? 45 is the non... Well, yeah, so we'll see. And obviously the market is so fucking crazy right now. So that's a rare. Let's see. So can we, how does this even work? This is going to be for our best hits. I don't know how to open this here. But yeah, wow. Starting off strong here though. Starting off strong here. I don't know how to open this. Okay. But... So that's gonna go in the little shrine here right now. I don't know. This is a very professional setup we have here, right? I also really like that for alligator too. Pretty cool for alligator there, honestly. So I always sleeve all the rares here. So pretty sick, pretty first freaking sick pack. Gotta say here. So we'll yeah, put that there. And once again, if anybody actually cares about these codes, let me know. Otherwise, I bet a lot of these, right? I bet Caitlin's gonna like that really cute one, right? And otherwise, we sort these. I take any items and trainers and anything, and I put them in a deck building binder that I'll show after the fact. Otherwise, all of these cards here are just gonna go in our bulk. And yeah, so what pack should we actually, here, let's open up one of the new ones. Let's open one of the new ones here first. Okay. I guess we should just put it there, right? Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm a professional Poke streamer here, right? I'm a professional Poke streamer. There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Bottom obsidian frame next. How much do we have here? We have... What, this one? Okay, you know what? No. We're gonna open up one of the new ones, and then we'll open up the obsidian flame one next here. So, okay. I want to open up one of these Journey Together ones. This is the new set here that just came out, and we've only opened up a couple of them here. So let's see. This is the brand new set that literally just came out. The gimmick here is a lot of these cards have their trainers with them, or there's special trainer Pokemon here. And a lot of them are very, very cute in this set here. So we have Milcery. I've never seen that Pokemon in my life. Oh, a Paldean Whopper. Dude, Caitlin's gonna have a field day. Caitlin's gonna have a field day here. Caitlin's gonna have a field day. So many of these cards are cute. An Impidimp. Whalemore. Ooh, redeemable ticket. What is this? Count your prize cards, shuffle them, and put them on the bottom of your deck. Then take that many cards from the top of your deck, put them face down as your prize cards. Maybe good in a limited format. I don't think that's very good here. Also, what is this? A special energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, It provides a colorless energy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting there. A Seglor, once again, not seen that Pokemon here before. We got a redeemable ticket and a foil redeemable ticket here. Yeah, it's spiky, but any energies like these are considered special energies in the top left. Ooh! Oh, this is going in my personal collection. I've always loved Kecleon, however you pronounce that. So cool. Look at that art on that one. That is sick. That is sick. That's gonna go in my personal collection. And then this was our rare. I think we've opened up in one of the other packs that we got from the new set. We've gotten this. So this is Iono's Kilowattrel, right? So it has the trainer on it. So the whole gimmick with this set is, I think, like, you know, you could make an Iono deck, you could make a Brock deck, you know, and cool stuff like that, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve up the rare here, because yeah, normal energies, right, are considered basic energy. I'm gonna sleeve this one here too, just because I really like this one. This is gonna for sure go in my personal collection here, right? That's sick as hell. That's sick as hell. Okay, so what was it? Where's the one? This was it here. I think this was Arc Waypoint said this pack was gonna be good here. So let's see. Obsidian Flames here. Let's get it done. We have 10 packs in total to open here. Okay. So Larvesta. It's kind of that almost like claymation art style. Artist was Yuka Mori. Really cool art. I love that like kind of claymation photography look. Ooh, Rowlet. I'm collecting starters. So I will take this here for sure. Bunnelby. Kind of an ugly looking Bunnelby, to be honest. Smoliv. Dragonair. Dragonite's always cool. Armorogue. Yeah, Rowlet is so cute. Moongus. Houndour. That's a cool Houndour. Wugtrio. And I think this is our rare here. Scavillion. Have not heard of that Pokemon either. Sus. Yeah, these were, Wugtrio was also kind of flashy here, but sus. Also, Smoliv is very cute. Smoliv is very, very, very cute here. Yeah, Rowlet. Rowlet's so freaking cute, honestly, especially in that art. Especially in that art. Okay, so let me sleeve up our rare. And let's see, caught the beginning of the subathon. Yeah, we totally haven't been live for like 31 hours. I'd love a Smoliv plush. Yeah, that would be sick. Okay, so we have 2 Stellar Crown here. So we're gonna open up one of them. I've felt really good about this one. It's gonna be a golden Charizard. We're gonna find a golden Charizard in this one, guys. Don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. Very cute card here first. Meryl, however you pronounce that. Rhyhorn. Ponyta is always dope. Grubbin. Eldegoss. Yeah, I haven't seen so many of these. Oh, Crispin, we talked about this, I think, on our one of our last videos. This is a really good trainer for multicolored decks. It says, search your deck for 2 basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, put one onto your hand, attach the other to one of your Pokemon, shuffle your deck, right? That's really good. One, because if you're doing a multicolored deck, it helps you, you know, thin out your deck, it helps you get the energy you want, but also it almost helps you break. Normally you can only play 1 energy a turn. This technically would allow you to play 2, right? So Crispin's very, very good, I think, for multicolored. Driftblim, the one that likes kidnapping children. What is that move? Everyone explode now? This attack does 50 damage for each of your Driftloon and Driftblim in play. This attack does 30 damage to each of your Driftloon and Driftblim. What? You could just make a Driftloon and Driftblim deck? Everyone explode now? That makes me want to make a freaking Driftblim deck. See, that's what I love about actually playing the card game too, is I see that and I'm like, oh my, what? I want to try a deck like that. That sounds so fun. Do you play the TCG Pocket version on mobile? I play Pokemon Pocket a little bit. I haven't played too much recently, to be honest. I know they just released that shiny set, but that's sick as hell. That's sick as hell. Also, this is our rare here, Raging Bolt. And then for some reason we have a random card here. A Frogadier, which I think I actually need that for my starters here. So these are our 2 rares here. We have a Raging Bolt, Ancient Dragon here, Thunderburst Storm, and then a Melmetal. Oh, I love the art. The metal on that is so pretty. That's so shiny, honestly. That's really, really cool. Is the 30 damage to itself per Driftblim, or just a one-time thing? No, just, it's not per. Yeah, the Driftblim... Here, I'll bring this back. The Driftblim said... and then it says, this attack also does 30 damage to each of your Driftloon and Driftblim, so not per, right? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't heard of a Pokemon called Raging Bolt. I don't know too many. Melmetal is so dope. Yeah, I have, I think I have a Fighting and Steel deck, and I believe that I have a card, right? Oh, it's a Mega Evolution? What is it a Mega Evolution of? Or whatever. But yeah, that Driftloon seems pretty cool. Yeah, where is that? Oh. Now, that only hits the active Pokemon. They're 1 Pokemon, right? Okay, so these were our rares. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more packs here to open. We have 1 Twilight Masquerade, 1 Stellar Crown, 1 Paradox Rift, and an Obsidian Flames, and 2 Journey Together. So we'll go ahead, we're going to save the last Journey Together for last here. But we're going to open up the second to last new set here. The Paradox ones have more modern stuff like Iron Valiant for a Paradox, Galid. Yeah, that was, yeah, oh yeah, because this is Scarlet and Violet, yeah. Right, I think? Or yeah, duh, because it says Scarlet and Violet on the thing. But okay. Here we go. So we have a Nimble. Larvitar, not this card, but a Larvitar was one of my first ever Pokemon. That art is really pretty. The art on these are very pretty. I really like this set. Remoraid. This Journey Together set is freaking so cute. Oh, I love these like clay ones. Carablast. Oh my gosh, look at that cloth! Oh my god, that's such a cute cloth. That's going in my personal collection. That is so freaking cute. That is so cute. I'm taking that. And then a new Stadium. Once during each player's turn, that player may put up to 2 basic electric energy cards from their discard pile into their hands. So if you have an electric deck, this Stadium would be really, really good. Really, really good. That Cloth has seen things. Yeah, and see ya. See ya, Arcway. And yeah, for every $1 I earn from the subathon, it adds a minute. And so, you know, that means say you spend 60 on Twitch, that'll actually would only be 30 minutes, right? So direct donations are always going to be the way to go. Or YouTube memberships or Patreon, but okay, oink along. And then I think this is our rare, Magmortar. This is our rare. And then an Alolan Geodude. Alolan Geodude. Ooh. And then we have Lily's. Remember, this is Journey Together, so there's all these partner Pokemon. So this is Lily's Ribombee. Inviting Wink. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may have your opponent reveal their hand and you put any number of basic Pokemon onto their bench. That's okay. Very cute, though. Very freaking cute. I think Caitlin would like that. I think Caitlin will like that. Okay. So we'll get those. And this one was a... No, this was the other rare. This ability... I always love the abilities, right? During Pokemon checkup, put 3 more damage counters on your opponent's burned Pokemon! Oh my gosh! See, this would be insane, right? Say you had a deck where you were burning people. Even if you have this on your bench, during Pokemon checkup, put 3 more damage counters on your opponent's burned Pokemon. So he doesn't even have to be out, right? He could just be on your bench. That's a cool card. That's a cool card. Okay, 5 more packs remain. We're halfway through here. We are halfway through. So let's see. What should we open here? We're gonna save Journey Together for last here. I'm gonna go Paradox Rift. We're gonna open up this Paradox Rift here. We'll do Stellar Crown after. You can definitely do that after. Okay, Onyx. Tinkatink. Charcadet. Is that what evolves into Armor Rogue, I think? Fiddle, very cute. Wug Trio. Techno Radar, so this is for future Pokemon. This says, you can only, this is real, I need to get better at this. You can only use this card if you discard another and then it, from your hand. Search your deck for 2 future Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck, right? So if you had a bunch of future Pokemon, maybe specifically ones that needed evolutions, right? That could be good. Ooh, that's a cute one. Magmar's one of my favorite Pokemon. When Magmator came out, I was hyped. Oh, so it didn't come out at the same generation? It's not a Mega or anything, is it? That's cool. It's weird that interesting that it came out separately. I know some Pokemon do that. I just don't have too much Pokemon lore like that. Steenie, very, very cute. Golbat. Foil, Nimble. Oh, okay, this is our rare. I actually have this one in my personal collection because I think it's very, very cute. I think this is a very, very cute card here. So EX card here. They have a ability that says if this Pokemon's in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon's knocked out, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon for each of your Tandemaus, Marshaled, and Mashald EX in play. Oh, that's cool. So they have a whole deck based on around having a ton of those. That is sick. You're gonna do Smash or Pass Pokemon Edition with the cards you got? We did that last time. Thought we would just keep it more vanilla here for this episode. But maybe we'll continue our Smash and Pass at some point. That's how we did some Pokemon card pack unboxings last time. Okay, here, let me see. Let's get this guy in here. I think he deserves to be in there. Okay. Cool. 4 more packs. remain here. And we have, oh, no. Someone said, I was told to do something here. Hey, Red, how you doing, my man? How you doing, my man? Okay, Stellar Crown's the next one. Okay, Stellar Crown here. We got 4 more packs. We got really lucky, Red. This card's like $50 or something. It is a, I put it in this thing, but it is a, Gouging Fire EX, some ancient Pokemon, full art. Yeah, Red's gonna smash all of these Pokemon. Let's see. Let's see. Hey! So if we make a Drifloon deck, right, with the other Drifloon, right, for those of you guys that are just tuning in, right, we found this Drifblim that said, everyone explode now. And it says it does 50 damage for each of your Drifloon and Drifblim in play. This attack does 30 damage to each of your Drifblim and Drifbloon. So we got another. We got another. Right. I told you, invest your savings in the cards. Make the bread. The Drifloon. Clink. A Hoot Hoot, an Impidimp, a Toedscruel, a Deontay. Oh, that is so cute! Oh, Caitlin's gonna love that. Togedemaru, what is that? The Roly-Poly Pokemon, that is adorable. That is adorable. Shiny Wooloo. Very cute as well. Love that art. Scorbunny. Is Scorbunny a starter? I think I need this. Scorbunny's a starter, right? Or am I going crazy? Well, so this is our rare here. Noctowl. Jewel Seeker ability. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon. If you have any Terra Pokemon in play, you may search your deck for up to 2 trainer cards, reveal them, put them in your hand. That's a Pikachu variant. Oh, do the Roly-Poly Pokemon, are there different types of Roly-Poly Pokemon? Yeah. But yeah, Scorbunny, I need that for my starters, and I'll show you guys my personal collection in a second here. So that was our rare for that one here. And we have 3 more. Someone said Masquerade for last. Well, we're gonna save the new one, Journey Together, for last, but we'll save Twilight Masquerade for second to last. And Obsidian Flames here. 3rd to last pack here. LeChonk. LeChonk. That art looks like he's in a like Chinese mobile game. I don't know why. LeChonk. Oh, Togepi. Very, very cute. No, every generation has a sort of electric rodent Pokemon in reference to Pikachu. Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. Togepi. Lampent, the fucking lamp Pokemon. Gloom. That's how that's what we're gonna look like here in a second when we do the baked baking stream. Pidgeotto. Dragonair. Armarouge. Ooh, nice. I don't think I have this starter either. Datrix. I need that. Numel, whatever. Once again, kind of looks like a mobile game. And Gita, I think I have this. This is our rare here. So our rare is a foil trainer. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards. Attach one of them to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. During this turn, your Pokemon can't attack. So very interesting starter if you need a bunch of build-up or something like that, right? Stop to say hi. I gotta spread some democracy. Yeah, if the stream keeps going for a while, probably not gonna do it today because my chat got us crazy. We have so many goals we gotta fulfill, like the baked bacon stream we're gonna do here in a second. But I wish you the best of luck, and if the stream keeps going late, you know, a couple more days, definitely want to do some more. I just wish Helldivers was easier to run, because believe it or not, it is very hard to run when I'm streaming and recording at the same time. But, and I'll look you in the eyes, Red. I hope you have a good time spreading democracy. Okay. Tell everybody I say hi. We'll get a freaking thing. We got 2 more packs here. Final 2 packs. And we have, so we'll do Twilight Masquerade, second to last here. Oh, I like this. This is a cool little card. This is cool. Cora Fish. Grookey. I think I already have that. That is a starter though, right? We'll take a look at it if we need it. Finizen. Wattrel. Ooh, that's a cool Sandslash. Sandslash. Ooh, Lucian. I have not seen this supporter before. What does this say? Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. If either player puts any cards on the bottom of the deck in this way, each player flips a coin. If heads, that player draws 6 cards. If tails, they draw 3 cards. That is an interesting card there. Darmanadin. Ooh, really cool. Foil Sunflora. Look at that art. That's cute. And ooh, so is this? No, this still isn't it. Oh, that's the wrestling Pokemon. Wrestling. I'm trying to get the thing here. Lucian looks related to James from Team Rocket, same hair color. Oh yeah, I kind of see that a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Rare. Okay. I think it's just EX, but that's still really, really cool here. Iron Thorns. That's actually some freaking really cool art. There's some really cool art. So what does this say? As long as the Pokemon is in the active spot, Pokemon with a rule box in play, both yours and your opponent's, have no abilities except for future Pokemon. Oh wow, so say you're doing a future Pokemon, right? Deck, you could have this in and almost counter things that aren't future Pokemon, right? That could be cool. This is a Paradox Tyranitar. I kind of wish they almost included like the normal Pokemon name, because I don't know a lot of that, but I guess it's just me for being more of an old head. Trainer card sounds good if you only have a couple cards in your hand and the enemy has many. Exactly, yeah. There's a couple cards like that too. Here, we'll put this in here. I'm a professional streamer here. Okay. Final pack, y'all. Final pack. I saved the cutest pack art for last here. The final pack of today's stream here, or whatever video journey together here. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I love the Journey Together set. Ooh, Stunfisk. I have a whole deck built around Stunfisks, not this one. And I'll show it here in a second after I show my collection. Trap Pokemon are really, really cool. You take a photo of the pack before your thumbnail? No, but we'll figure it out. I'm a professional streamer. Don't even worry about it. Bombardier. Parasect. Pupitar. Hops, Cramorant, right? Once again, the set's based around trainers' specifics and their Pokemon. Lily's Pearl. If the Lily's Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from the attack from your opponent Pokemon, that player takes 1 fewer prize card. So obviously how the whole game works is you both have 6 prize cards. If you kill one of their Pokemon, you get a prize card. If you kill an EX or something with a cool special OP card, you normally get 2 or even maybe 3 prize cards. So if you were going to do a Lily deck, Lily's Pearl would be perfect because you could put it on a Pokemon, and if it was an EX, they'd only get 1 Pokemon or 1 prize card instead of 2. If you put it on a normal card, they wouldn't even get any prize Pokemon. So I really want to try to make a deck based around someone's like deck. There is Brock though. Brock would be cool. So I guess I'll put that in the trainers here. So this is Chinchino, a foil Wailmer. We had seen Wailmer earlier. Regice, however you pronounce that. That's that legendary Pokemon. I'll put that in my collection. I collect legendary Pokemon. And our rare here is actually a pretty sick one. It is a Tyranitar. It's actually really cool. It's got the ability that says, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play item cards from their hand. Well, that's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty freaking cool. So obviously, definitely think these 3 here are my favorite, especially this full art. I like it, but the fact that it's worth so much, if I go to a card show, I'll probably try to sell/trade this to get some cards that I really, really want. So we got those, right? And then these were, you know, some of the other cards, right? Legendary. These were starters here. And I'll show you guys my personal collection here in a second. So you guys can kind of know. Yeah, these are just rares. This I want in my personal collection. Oh, for alligators, a freaking a starter too, right? Okay. So these, right, and so these are just rares, right, that I'm not gonna want, I don't want in my personal collection and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you guys now what I would almost do with that, right? So obviously this time I'm gonna show them to Caitlin, see if she wants any for her binder. But normally we have this binder that we call the deck building binder, right? And so now this is kind of going into showing you guys some of my personal collection here. But this is just where we put all of the rares that neither Caitlin or I want in our collections, right? So we got, you know, water, you know, grass, you know, and some cool V cards. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see too. Actually, here, you know what? Let me go back to, I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Let me go back to this camera angle here. Let me go like this. Okay. So, oh, this isn't even better. I'm a professional streamer here, right? I'm a professional streamer. But like, so we would have our, you know, what? Oh my god. That's why you sleeve your cards. That's why you sleeve your cards. Because the weird things that you're going to put them in aren't going to work. Okay, so I'm going to put these here safe. But yeah, so, right, have, you know, like all the water rares, grass rares, fire rares, electric rares, psychic rares, dark rares, fighting rares, metal rares, dragon rares, normal rares. And then this right here is the most important part of the deck building binder, in my opinion here. And that is where we have all of the item cards that we have, then all of the tools, and then all of the supporters, and all the stadiums, and then all of the special energy. So the point here is, say me and Caitlin are playing and building decks, and say, you know, I want to take a card out that I'm not liking, right? Well, and I'm like, shit, I need more energy. Well, I can look through all of these, you know, supporters and maybe get a good recommendation. That way I don't have to look online, right? And then that way we wouldn't have to order them, right? And so that is Big Deck Building Binder. So, you know, all of these, you know, what's it called? All of these, you know, trainer cards and supporter cards, they're all going to go in the deck building binder. You know, if Caitlin doesn't want any, along with all of the, you know, these extra rares and stuff like that. Well, Reggie, okay, yeah, these I wanted on my personal collection. So now, and then after Caitlin goes through all of the bulk here, see if any cards, you know, all of this bulk here, after she goes through all of this and sees that she, you know, grabs any cards that she wants, then we're going to put all of this in our bulk binder, right? Or not bulk binder, we just have those boxes, you know, that we've sorted by type. And I'm going to talk about a potential cube idea and actually have a use for these here in a second. But before we do that, I'm going to show you my personal binder here and show you my personal collection. So you can kind of know what Pokemon I am currently caring about showing here. And so this might actually be better. Let's see here. So these are at the beginning of my binder. I have a lot of like of the really, really cool full art ones. So let me see here. Maybe it would be better to, let's see. No, it's not going to be better. I'm just so professional. But yeah, so we have like a Tinkaton Full Art EX, a Articabax. I'm not quite sure. I'm really happy about this one. This is a Milet. I can't pronounce that, but I'm very happy with that full art. I have two of that little ladybug one. This was from that cactus Pokemon was from the new Journey Together set. Some other full ones. I really like that Houndour. And then obviously we showed these ones off right at the beginning. Some of those promos, some of the other gem ones. These were the two cards that we opened during the Smash and Pass that I haven't gotten to go to a trade show. And then some cool trade. I also opened up a full art Brock from one of the Journey Together packs. And then I'm collecting a bunch of Eevees because eventually I'm going to make an Eevee cube, which I'm going to talk about in a second, right? So obviously these are some Eeveelutions that I've been collecting. Maybe going to put some of those like, I think like different elemental monkey Pokemon in the Eevee cube. I think it might fit, right? And then this is where I'm starting to try to collect all of the starters. And if you notice, that Charizard is a second edition Charizard. That card is, if I had treated it better, would maybe have been worth a lot more money. It's probably only worth $100, $200 or something. But I got a second edition Charizard, right? And so, this is where I probably will switch it here. Eventually, I think I want to have a binder just of starters, right? But like as an example here, so the starters I got here is Feraligatr, Rowlet, Frogadier, Scorbunny, Dartix, and Grookey. And so obviously this was the first, these were the first starters here. Then we have the second starter, the second page here. So there's a Feraligatr, right? So I will, because eventually I'm going to have these in a whole binder of their own. So we're going to put this Feraligatr just in there for now here. And then, I don't know which generation. I have a freaking thing on my thing. But see, then we have Torchic, Turtwig, we have the whole Chimchar, Oshawott, Froakie, Frogadier. Oh yeah, here's the Rowlets. Yeah, so I think I might actually already have this here. Yeah, so I already have that foil thing and that Rowlet. And so for Frogadier though, yeah, I don't think I have this Frogadier, right? Tried to get into poking cards when I was younger, got confused and stopped. Yeah, I didn't really play much as a kid, honestly. Okay, and then here we see I already have that Grookey. So the only one that I might not have is a Scorbunny. So where does Score Bunny go? This is when I need to look it up, right? What generation is Score Bunny? What gen is Score Bunny? So that is generation, what, 8? Okay, nice. So look, this is perfect, right? This kind of shows. So I have this would be Gen 8 right here, and I don't have any of the fire starters from Gen 8. So this is gonna go right there. I'll probably sleeve these eventually, right? But eventually we're gonna have a bunch of starters to show off, and I'm gonna love that, right? So now I know we don't need these starters because I already have them, right? And then I'll just really fast show you guys the rest of my binder here, my personal collection. These are really cool. This was some cards that were called Delta series, and they're older, and they're all the wrong types. That was the whole point. This Gyarados is electric. That Feraligatr is electric, right? That Totodile, right, is electric, right? All of these typings are wrong, you know, and that's the whole point. Horsea, fire. Oddish, water, right? And some cool things. A freaking fighting Chikorita. You know, also this is some fake card that I had from my childhood that I thought was real. Apparently it was fake the whole time. And then these are the specific Pokemon I like collecting. So Pikachu is one of my favorites here. So we got, you know, we got some of those full arts. That was one of the promos, but just collecting a lot of Pikachus, right? And then my goal is I'm going to start collecting Mimikyus. I only have one Mimikyu. But we are not forgetting about Mimikyu. And then just collecting, you know, a bunch of legendaries and stuff like that here. So, you know, we got Ho-Ohs, Entei, you know, Regice. So this is maybe where, you know, maybe we take out the Celebi, put in a Regice, right? So we can have 2 of them. Right, and just throw that there for now. I need to, you know, do this, but here's some of these things here. Do you have Wobbuffets? I missed the collection. Yeah, Wobbuffet is my favorite. We only have one, but I'll get to that here in a second. And then I really like collecting the older Pokemon cards that were made by Wizard of the Coast. So obviously all of these have a certain art style, so I'm sorry that this is like not at all good professional here, but like a Dark Rapidash, right? Really, really, really cool. Some older cards here. Old Dratini. Really, really cool. Entei, whatever. And then I threw some stickers. I don't know, just random stickers. It's kind of stupid. And then these are some of the A-Spec cards. These are like, A-Specs are really cool. They're OP items that you can only have one A-Spec in your entire deck. And then this is just my personal collection. Ones I just really, really, really like. So, Iono's Voltorb. I just really like some of these, the art on some of these, right? Slowbro. Like a freaking, what is this here? Meowth, right? I don't know. That Wailord was from my childhood, right? And then Wobbuffet is in my Psychic deck, but we also have a Wobbuffet there, and a Pulse and Minol, and you know, just some really cool art cards, right? That I really liked, right? Slowking. I still need to organize all of these, right? But you know, there's some oh, there was the. This is really hard to show. There was the original Tandemaus that we had, oh yeah, I thought that Ellie kid. I put this Ellie kid here because Caitlin didn't think it was cute enough to go in her cute binder, and I was like, are you kidding me? So now, right, we're gonna now put this Cloth and this Kecleon in there in my personal collection, right? Do I have a least favorite Pokemon? I don't think so. And that's my personal collection, right? So nothing too crazy. And then I forgot to bring them in, but I'm gonna go speed run, and I'm gonna go bring you guys the rest of the collection. One second. Okay, professional streamer. That's my name. And then, since I've been talking about how we actually play Pokemon, right? I figured it'd be cool to show. So this is what I'm holding. My current Pokemon deck collection in it. Your least favorite Pokemon is Wobbuffet? Wow. In here, I have one token, which I think actually came maybe from this set here. But whenever Caitlin and I are playing, like, you know, best 3 out of 5s or whatever, you know, they take a while. We're not playing it all in one sitting. So if you win a game, you get a gym badge. And then that way we know, you know, how we keep track. But I have 2 decks. I have 2 decks that I want to show off here. Caitlin has 2 as well. My first deck that I made recently here was a psychic deck. So it's all psychic. It's got like Gardevoir and Ralts and stuff, because Gardevoir traditionally in most of the Pokemon games help you get more psychic mana, right? And I even have like an older Gardevoir as well here. And stuff like that, right? And so this psychic deck is all about getting Gardevoir to give me a ton of mana, to get a ton of mana. Oh, that's a cool full art Gardevoir. But getting a ton of mana, right? And then I just have a bunch of these crazy like Heterine V Max. Right, there's a Precious Trolley. This A-Spec says, search your deck for any number of basic Pokemon and put them onto your deck. The reason that's OP is because I have all these Gardevoir, but then I have like Wobbuffet. I got Wobbuffet V, right? I've got freaking a Radiant Alakazam. You're allowed to have 1 Radiant card in every single deck. This one says, once during your turn, you may move 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of their Pokemon, right? A Mew EX. And DDV, right? So a lot of these have abilities, like this passive, once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage. So the goal is to, you know, get a lot of these V Pokemon out that all have these cool abilities. Freaking Hyoasian, I don't know how to pronounce that. Typhlosion V, you know, and then we have the trilogy of the Pokemon things, and then, you know, a bunch of, you know, supporter cards and stuff like that. But the deck there is just get the Gardevoir line out, get me a bunch of mana, and then have all of these really cool one-of copies of the basic deck, right? So that was that, and then Pokemon Battle Stream. Yeah, I maybe need to do something like that sometime. And then this is my Fighting and Steel deck. So this one here, we got Lucario, right? This one is a Deluxe Bomb, and the reason being is this is a Fighting and Steel deck, and it's a trap deck. Because Stunfisk says, custom trap, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, if it has a Pokemon tool attached and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 5 damage counters on your opponent. So we have a bunch of tools, like freaking Deluxe Bomb, which says if you're hit or killed, this blows up and does 120 damage to the enemy. So we have a bunch of these traps and a bunch of tools, and then I have a bunch of really cool cards like Cloth EX, Lucario V and V Star, right? Melmetal, right? That I said he was in our deck, right? Lucario V and V Max, other Galarian Stunfisks and stuff like that. Scissor V, right? Scissor V Max. And I like using all these really old cards. That's why I will not play standard. I'm just playing casually. And then this has a Radiant Pokemon. This has Radiant Jirachi, which says if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is killed from, you know, one of your opponent's attack, you can literally search your deck for any 3 cards and put them in your hand, you know? And that's pretty cool. There's Crispin. Remember I said he's really cool for 2 colored decks, and you know, a bunch of tools and stuff like that. So those are the 2 decks I have. Mainly just play with you know, Caitlin casually and stuff like that, right? But this is the other thing I wanted to show, because this is something that most people in Pokemon don't really do. Drafting isn't really that popular in Pokemon, but when I played Magic, I was obsessed with this, right? And what this is a custom cube I made using the 151 set that they made, so it'd be super nostalgic for anyone that played. And you know, all of these are shuffled and into random packs, so whenever anyone would play, right, everybody gets like, you know, a couple packs, whatever. You get your packs, and then you open one pack, you look at all the cards, you take one, and you pass the pack to the next person. Everybody goes clockwise or counterclockwise, right? And then once you do that, you then pick another card, another card, another card, and then once every cards are out, you open another pack, you switch the direction, and normally in Magic, you just open up 3 packs, and then you create a draft deck with that. And I love this, because with the cube here, right, it's almost like, even if people don't have their own Pokemon decks, right, I can bring this on a vacation, and it's like an endless, it almost like turns Pokemon into a board game, right? So because of the evolution evolutions, it's a little bit harder to draft Pokemon. Sometimes you have to do quirky rules, right? Like, you know, maybe there's just extra packs or there's a trading period or something at the end. You know, there's a lot of cool ways around it, and I'm still working on it, but it's really, really fun. So I want to make an evolution cube, and with all of the bulk, right, that I was talking about, all of the bulk cards, right, I want to eventually make, because there's one thing people do with cube drafting to make things a little bit better is it's called like mutant drafting, right? So maybe it's like, oh, well, any grass Pokemon can evolve to any other grass Pokemon, you know, as long as it's a basic and then a stage 1. But I didn't want to do my cubes that way, but I was like, maybe I make like a complete random cube and we just use all of the bulk that we have to create a cube that changes every year, you know, and, you know, something like that or something, you know. But yeah, that's that. I just, you know, I know we've done some Pokemon pack unpackings in the, or you know, in the past and stuff like that. But you know, I wanted to show off my collection and I guess have an excuse to open up these packs since you know, people on our subathon here, you know, got us to a sub goal of Pokemon pack unpackings. And so if you're watching this, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed in some way. And you know, I definitely had some fun. Very excited to trade that one card, the freaking the Gouging Fire EX. I'm pretty hyped about that, and all these other cards that I really like, and I'm sure Caitlin will enjoy some of these cards here too. So yeah, but that's that, right? I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of other awesome content over on the HoldenOnHere channel from the subathon, so definitely check out those if you haven't already, or there'll be some more in the future, like the baked baking stream. And yeah, so if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe or ring that bell. We're trying to get this YouTube channel caught up to the subscribers of my other channel. We're like 60 or 70 away from catching up to Neon Apes, I think. So go do that. And if you're going to be grinding out any of the Pokemon games, if you're going to be opening up any packs, I wish you guys luck. I'll see you all next time.